Well, last day in Los Angeles today, up here in the Hollywood Hills. Heading to Japan for the weekend, and then back to Sydney for a bit of a stint in Sydney, catching up with a lot of my clients while I'm back in Sydney. Good question was asked to me recently is, what's the difference between good debt and bad debt? Well, bad debt is debt you've accumulated buying things that either aren't going to produce income or aren't going to increase in value. So the typical things like that are cars, clothes, boats, motorbikes, unless they're collectibles. But generally those things, their value goes down and your money is done. You're getting charged interest, so it's a bit of a double whammy. Good debt is buying things that are going to produce more income than the debt cost you. So for example, if you could borrow money at 3% and then invest it and get a return of 5%, this is pretty good debt, particularly if the underlying asset that you're buying is also increasing in value. Like, we're doing a real estate deal at the moment, we're putting investors in it where there's a cash return of 5%, but then there's a capital growth factor because of the leverage involved of about 10%. So you could borrow money at about 3% and you'd be getting a return of about 15%, or about 5 times the value there. So that's considered good debt. Now, as everybody knows, you've got to get rid of bad debt, and it's okay to have good debt if the underlying asset's increasing in value and it's producing you good cash flow.